Right now, a developing story. Madison police just giving us an update on a new kidnapping and homicide case, announcing several arrests.
And continued cleanup across Wisconsin. A look at some of the widespread damage left behind from yesterday's storms. That and more right now at 6. We begin tonight with breaking news about a local kidnapping and murder case. Law says the victim was taken from Madison and eventually shot and killed in rural Columbia County.
Now, 3 suspects are in custody tonight, facing tentative murder charges or party to the crime of murder. Our Tahalil Mohadeen has this story. Tahalil?
Eric and Charlotte, what connected Madison police to that homicide investigation in Columbia County started in Madison with a domestic disturbance call. Now, police say when they got to the scene, they saw a woman in a car trying to run over a man who was on foot. They say she narrowly missed him, but instead crashed into a home on the 400 block of South Ingersoll. It wasn't until police received information about the car and the 2 people involved in the incident were they able to connect them with the kidnapping that occurred 2 days ago.
Assaulted, bound, and placed in his own vehicle in Madison, where he was transported to the rural Lewiston Township. The victim was removed from his vehicle and shot with a handgun.
When police arrived at the scene in Lewiston, they found the victim matching the description.
Well, they say the suspects then left with that vehicle belonging to the victim and back to Madison, where they later tossed the victim's personal belongings. We apologize for a technical issue there with Tahalil. As of right now, there are 3 people in jail, the 2 involved in the domestic disturbance and another individual arrested following a search warrant at the home. Police believe the kidnapping occurred there. They also say all 3 suspects knew each other and there is no current danger to the community. Also at that same press conference, police offering an update to the incident last night at the Marcus Point Cinema Theater in Madison. This viewer video shows a group of 5 kids getting out of a crashed vehicle on the Beltline and jumping a fence there. Police say the car was previously reported stolen and a loaded handgun was found inside of it. Once they learned the group had run into the movie theater, they weren't taking any chances.
All 5 subjects were located hiding behind the theater screen in various locations. They were located using traditional search methods that police usually do, and also technological methods as well, including the use of an interior drone by members of our SWAT team.
The 5 teens were all under the age of 18. Police say they're also looking into a shots fired incident from yesterday that may be related.
And another developing story tonight. A train and a piece of construction equipment collided in McFarland this afternoon, causing traffic delays in that area. It happened on the tracks near Taylor Road just before 1. The good news, though, no injuries were reported. Next at 6, these are just some of the videos surfacing today from across the state showing the extensive damage left behind 24 hours after a severe storm system tore through Wisconsin. We'll have a closer look at some of the damage, specifically this video behind us from the Boston area in just a few minutes.
But first, the good news moving forward, it's looking nice, at least for the next week or so. Let's go right to meteorologist Dana Fulton with a quick look at our certified most accurate forecast. Dana?
Thankfully, yes, the next few days do look nice and dry and sunny outside, but that line yesterday bringing in quite an active pattern for us through the afternoon. In fact, the National Weather Service in La Crosse now confirming that we had 3 tornadoes on the ground. An EF2 just south of Tomah on the ground for over 30 minutes. An EF1 near Boston on the ground for about 10 minutes, and an EF1 near Lafarge also on the ground for close to 10 minutes, about 8 minutes there. Right now, things quiet as we look at our Doppler track. That's the good news looking ahead to the next few days, because we've really got to dry things out and for some areas get things cleaned up. Looking back at yesterday, rainfall totals highest east of Madison. That's when we started to see those storms really slow down and trail each other. So some of our totals near Jefferson County and the southern portion of Dodge County, over 3.5 inches of accumulation. But a lot of the focus, of course, on that wind damage and the hail damage and the 3 confirmed tornadoes that we did have on the ground Wednesday. Temperatures currently in the mid-80s in Dane County, 90 right now in Janesville, 86 currently in Boscobel and in Mineral Point. Dew points have pulled back quite a bit into the mid 50s, upper 40s for some folks. Still a bit breezy outside today, though. Wind speeds about 15 to 20 miles per hour with wind gusts close to 40 miles per hour in Janesville. We saw peak wind gusts in the mid-30s in Madison earlier. Thankfully, that breeze is going to back off, and we're transitioning to what should be a really nice Friday and weekend. But we'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. And it's all hands on deck to clean up in western Wisconsin today. So far, as Dana mentioned, at least 3 tornadoes have been confirmed. One of those, an EF1, happened near Mauston.
Our Catherine Merck spent the day there, which has some of the worst damage.
I'm here in Mauston, where we're seeing some of the destruction from last night's storms. As we drove around the area today, some of the most damage we saw was near Mauston High School. Take a look. Part of the school's athletic fields are damaged after last night's severe weather. The storm picked up bleachers and tipped them over. Many trees nearby are just tall stumps. Branches are scattered all over. And businesses are hurting too. We drove by 2 hotels that have lots of damage. Tarps are covering holes in the roof. Today, Mauston's mayor told me there's a silver lining here.
I am just so thankful that nobody is hurt or killed. And that could have very well been the situation. Material objects, I know it gets to be very hard to replace some of those things when you're on a fixed budget or whatever, but it's just, that's the major thing, that nobody got hurt and everybody pulls together to help their neighbors.
The governor also stopped by here today, and he told me crews at the state and local level are working to make sure everyone gets their power back on soon. Reporting from Mauston, I'm Catherine Merck for News 3 Now.
After hitting the western parts of the state, the storm didn't stop there. This is video from Seymour in Outagamie County hit by a tornado. We're seeing extensive damage to a home and barn, and we're told everyone living there was in a storm shelter at the time, so no one was hurt. They say they will be staying in a shelter for the time being until they can start to rebuild.
Just northeast of Seymour, this is video from Swamico, a small town north of Green Bay. As the storm moved through, a tree fell on this home with a branch crashing through the living room ceiling. We heard from the homeowners who were there at the time.
The whole house shook, and it was just a loud crash bang. I was just going down the steps because I just turned my computer off.
Yeah.
She was in the basement.
Yeah, I said, get down here. And then we got down, he got down there, and what? A cannon? Like a big cannon.
In the aftermath of a storm, who pays? It'll be a few days yet before we know the full scope of what happened last night. But so far, some municipalities are putting it in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions. Naomi Coles talked to damage assessors today and has the latest. Naomi?
Eric, who pays for damage depends on where the damage happens. For the most part, the only recourse for damage on private property is through insurance, which typically does not cover cleanup costs. For damage to public properties like schools or parks, there could be limited state or federal funds available. However, those pots of money come with restrictions and thresholds of damage that they have to clear first. In Mauston, they cleared their first hurdle by declaring a state of emergency.
Cost estimates at this time, we're still continuing to assess the totality of the damage, but it will be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars of damage. I'm sure it'll escalate to the point that we'll be asking for help from the state and or federal government.
The costs that do get recouped, those are for road and bridge repair and for protective measures as well as debris clearance. This Wisconsin Disaster Fund does not go towards individuals or businesses or places that are covered by insurance.
Now, a few tips for those filing private insurance claims. The state recommends making a list of damaged items, then taking pictures before cleaning up, not throwing out any damaged property until a claim adjuster agrees, and then be sure to keep all receipts that document the cost of repairs or replacement of damaged property.
Naomi, thank you. And as we learn more about these storms, the ongoing cleanup, and the National Weather Service canvassing process, be sure to stay with News 3 Now and channel3000.com and be the first to know. Still to come at 6, a unique opportunity for local kids to get hands-on experience in the trades.
Plus, the State Department of Justice today out with a new plan ensuring everyone has the support they need in times of tragedy.
The biggest mattress savings are happening now at Ashley's $20 million truckload sale. Save up to $1,000 on luxury brands and bonus discounts only available in store. Plus 60-month special financing and fast 5-day delivery on in-stock mattresses. Don't miss it at Ashley.
This summer, if you're in the market for a high-quality, affordable windows that add instant curb appeal, call the company your neighbors trust. Mad City Windows, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler. Our high-performance windows feature sky mirror technology and layers of low E to help save energy dollars. Now's the time to act during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of new windows for your home. 60 months, 0 interest, senior military discounts, and a $60 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. Plus a bonus. Call during this program and receive $250 in Mad City cash towards your future home improvements. From Madison and South Central Wisconsin, call 608-338-1616. Here's that number again, 608-338-1616.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state, like Butterburgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care, believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
Massive savings are happening now at Ashley's $20 million truckload sale. Get doorbuster discounts up to 71% off, plus 60-month special financing with no money down on all in-stock merchandise, and bonus discounts only available in store. Don't miss it at Ashley.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. An annual construction camp introducing local 13 to 18-year-olds to the construction industry. Wrapping up today at Middleton High School. For the past 3 days, the Middleton Cross Plains School District teamed up with Findorf to make it happen. Today, there was a focus on the bricklaying experience, which is an opportunity for campers to get hands-on with masonry. Just hoping a tragedy doesn't happen in a school district simply doesn't work. You need to prepare for if one does.
Wisconsin's Department of Justice is out with a new plan today focused on ensuring students, families, teachers, and staff all have the support they need when they need it. Brady Mallory tells us how they intend to do so.
Well, the state is creating 12 regional incident response teams. Their focus, offering emotional and logistical support for students and staff following a traumatic event. That includes everything from natural disasters, deaths, and even school shootings. The volunteer teams include mental health professionals, police, and school safety experts.
Having an effective crisis response really mitigates or reduces the intensity of the trauma for school, children, and adults. So we would like these teams to be able to help guide the processes that happen in district after an acute event and be able to respond in ways that research shows us reduces trauma.
The teams are training this summer and should be ready to go by the time school starts in September. They'll be based across the state and funded by a federal grant. For more information, go to our website, channel3000.com.
All right, Brady, thank you. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 6, marking a special anniversary this year for a place that means a lot to us here at News 3 Now. Charlotte, you don't get to talk. Gio's Garden, now helping area families for a decade. A closer look at what they do and why they are so special to us. That's coming up.
And after what was a busy week for the weather department, things are finally slowing down. Dana Fulton will have her full forecast when we come back.
Huge appliance savings are happening now at Furniture and Appliance Mart's $20 million truckload sale. Don't miss store-wide savings, including doorbusters, plus special buys up to 40% off at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
If you're in the market for high-quality, affordable windows that add instant curb appeal and save energy dollars, call the company your neighbors trust, Mad City Windows. Now's your chance to save during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of new windows, 60 months, 0 interest senior military discounts, and a $60 Walmart gift card with estimate. Call during this program and receive $250 in Mad City cash towards future home improvements.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
There's a reason President Trump endorsed Tim Michels for governor.
I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who helped build a great Wisconsin company and created thousands of jobs.
President Trump called Tim Michels an America First conservative who will support the Second Amendment, honor law enforcement, and stand strong against the woke mob.
If you want to see Madison turned upside down, then I'm asking for your vote.
Tim Michels, endorsed by President Trump for governor.
How do you use your energy? Giving back to your community? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Massive savings are happening now at Ashley's $20 million truckload sale. Get doorbuster discounts up to 71% off, plus 60-month special financing with no money down on all in-stock merchandise. And bonus discounts only available in store. Don't miss it at Ashley.
Well, next at 6, I asked that Charlotte be left out of this lead-in because it's time to heap a little praise on her and congratulate her on an amazing 10-year anniversary. And while she kind of hates the praise, I'm giving it to her anyway. Faced with some very tough health moments for her son Giovanni more than 10 years ago, she and her husband Ron poured their hearts into giving back to others, planting the seeds of Gio's garden and truly doing something good.
Just the fact that that Gio's has been here doing what we do for 10 years is an amazing accomplishment.
There's a pretty good chance you've driven past this unassuming house in Middleton without really knowing just how special it is.
Once you discover us and once you discover our story, there's certainly a really compelling story to tell. We help a lot of people.
Since 2012, Gio's Garden has been a lifeline for area families with special needs children from birth through age 6. Offering them just a little break to take a breather.
Gio's gives the families a place to hand them off and know that they're going to be well cared for and happy, and you can go and do those things that you don't normally get to do. Like my husband and I had a date night every Tuesday.
Hillary Burning brought her son Colin here, and he's among dozens of graduates.
He just loved being here. And we'd go westbound on the Beltline, and we'd get very mad at us if we didn't bring him to Gio's.
Gio's was his happy place.
It meant a lot to Colin. It meant a lot to our family. It was really hard the day he graduated and we had to say goodbye.
Colin's rare genetic disorder took his life in 2020. But Gio's Garden became so special to the Burnings, Hillary joined the board, keeping her connected to Colin's memory.
And we like to see that his legacy lives on a little bit in Gio's.
And then there's Jeff Brown, who now runs Gio's Garden. His son Ethan spent Saturday mornings here for 6 years.
You know, we were able to go on bike rides or go to the farmer's market or just mow the lawn or sleep in.
From its humble beginnings and its very first young guest, Amelia, right now, Gio's Garden is serving over 80 children.
To serve that many kids, to be open as much as we are, 7 days a week, it's quite an amazing thing to just kind of keep going and keep going and keep going.
And the inspiration to keep going grew from a selfless vision, inspired by this handsome fella, who remains very special to the News 3 Now family. Gio is the son of our own Charlotte DeLeste.
1, 2, 3.
Who, along with her husband Ron, worked tirelessly to cut the ribbon when Gio's Garden opened its doors in June of 2012.
I can't imagine what the time and the effort and the passion they had to get this place up and running.
The work and the energy and the blood and the sweat and the tears that they put into this place to get it going it's gonna be a lasting legacy for them.
And though they never built it for Gio to use, only for other families, that unmistakable Gio smile, his energy, rattles the walls. And if you look close enough, you may even see a familiar face hidden in this mural on the main floor.
this place is their son's namesake, and it was their drive and their energy that was born from their struggle that made this place happen 10 years ago, and that's never going to go away. It's always going to be part of the story.
To have that concept and to really pinpoint what families need in this community, we're blessed. No one else has this.
So, Charlotte and Ron, everyone associated with Geo's, congrats on doing something great for 10 years. Geo's always looking for ways to expand to the east side and to serve even more families. Congrats. We are so proud of you being affiliated with this. And by the way, do you ever age? That was 10 years ago. She doesn't look any different. Congrats on 10 years. A very special summer for Geo's Garden.
Thank you.
And we're proud of how much you guys have poured into this.
I'm not crying. You're all crying.
I'll do this part. Dana, take it away. Talk weather.
What? I would rather keep talking about Charlotte right now. Thankfully, my corner a little calmer today compared to what we were talking about yesterday. That cold front that drove through our area now moving through the northeast, and they're seeing the stronger showers and thunderstorms pass through right now. In fact, tornado watch is in effect extending through New York down into parts of Virginia. Also seeing severe thunderstorm watches for us in Ohio. Several warnings. That warning line has really been right along the cold front, similar to what we saw yesterday. Now, the good news, our Doppler track is quiet throughout the state, and that's how we're going to keep things as we look ahead to Friday and the weekend. A nice and dry stretch, a quiet stretch, and generally pretty comfortable outside for the middle and end of June. Temperatures right now in the mid-80s, so we've already backed off from our afternoon highs in Madison. We were in the low 90s today, though, for the very southern edge of Rock and Greene counties. Sunny skies expected for the next several days, a much quieter forecast. Dry weather through Father's Day and into the start of next week. Now, for the start of next week, it is going to get a little warmer outside. We'll climb back into the 90s. Overnight, skies will be mostly clear, so that's going to help things cool down just a little bit more to the low 60s to start off the day. Afternoon high temperatures climbing up close to 80s, so a very seasonable afternoon for Friday, and we're going to back off on our winds also, so it won't be quite as windy outside. For Saturday, plan on temperatures in the 50s early in the day, and then high temperatures in the mid-70s, so just a little cooler outside for Saturday. Beyond this, though, it does get warmer yet again. Still likely that we're going to be trending above average for the end of the month. We're seeing some warmer temperatures build back in, but thankfully not expecting to climb back up to the upper 90s quite yet. 80 degrees the high for tomorrow, mostly sunny sky. Not as warm as today, and again, not as windy. Wind speeds will be about 6 to 12 miles per hour coming in from the northwest, so that's that cooler air coming in for us. No alert days in the 10-day right now. A lot of sunshine, though. Mid-70s on Saturday. Father's Day is Sunday. We'll be back to the mid-80s. For the start of next week, it does get warmer and a little more humid. High temperatures will be in the mid to low 90s. Heat index readings the mid to upper 90s, especially on Tuesday. That's in front of our next cold front expected to swing through pretty quickly late Tuesday, and that's going to help cool us down a little bit more for the back half of next week. So there's a slight chance for some showers overnight Tuesday into Wednesday along that front. Behind it, plan on drier conditions, and overall temperatures still a bit above average in the mid-80s for afternoon highs and overnight lows in the mid to low 60s.
And coming up in sports, it's Championship Thursday at Fox City Stadium. How Cuba City made program history and claimed their first state title. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
For high-performance windows that block outside noise, call Mad City, your home for exclusive Eco Sky windows featuring Sky Mirror technology and built-in weather barriers. And be sure to ask about the grid designs inside the glass for easy cleaning. Check us out at madcitywindows.com. Your friends and neighbors are calling in. Don't you miss out. Call now during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of new windows, 60 months, 0 interest, senior and military discounts, and a $60 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate, plus a bonus. Last chance in this program to call to receive $250 in Mad City cash towards future home improvements. From Madison and South Central Wisconsin, call 608-338-1616. Here's that number again, 608-338-1616.
Arby's new Market Fresh lemonades are $1. Made with real fruit purees from real fruit, real cane sugar from real sugar cane, and real water from real Water. Arby's, we have the meat.
Sarah Godlewski leading the fight.
Between Roe v. Wade, paid family leave, affordable child care, and affordable senior care, if you had more women at that U.S. Senate table, they'd be prioritizing things like that.
Sarah Godlewski, straight talk about Ron Johnson.
We do not want politicians like Ron Johnson making health care decisions for women and affecting our freedom.
Sarah Godlewski, the best chance to rid the Senate of Ron Johnson.
I'm Sarah Godlewski. I approve this message.
Dude, great ride. Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Whether you're looking to build a house or just like to dream, this event's right up your alley. Josh Breider's in the 608 tomorrow with the hottest trends at this year's Parade of Homes.
And our Friday's looking great, but what about our holiday weekend? We'll plan it out for you tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
Milton couldn't have asked for a better first trip to the state baseball tournament. Tuesday, they won not one, but 2 games to advance to the Division I state final for the first time. Now they have a date with Bayport today. The Pirates were 10-run ruled last season at state by Sun Prairie, and thanks to a 6-run first inning, the Red Hawks did it again. Milton wins its first championship. We'll have highlights and reaction from that game tonight at 10. The only other time Cuba City advanced to the state baseball tournament was back in 1955. That team finished runner-up. This year's squad already guaranteed some hardware after yesterday's win. Cubans looking for their first state title in program history just have to get past St. Croix Falls. And Cuba City wasted no time. First inning, Jackson Soldier drops a blooper into the outfield to score 2, and just like that, it's 2-0 Cubans. Now tied at 4 in the 5th. Bases loaded for Max Lucy. He's going to give it a ride. 2 more come home to score, and for the first time, Cuba City crowned champions of Division III with an 8-4 win.
Tell you what, I'm just so proud for these guys. They put a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of effort in, and then to just sit back and see them excited and enjoy it, can't describe it. I'm so happy for them.
You can't describe the feeling. It just feels amazing since Cuba's never done this before, so it feels great.
State girls soccer, Oregon taking on Cedarburg in the Division II semifinals. No score midway through the first, but then the Panthers changed that in a hurry. Zoe Pagels sends one to Lauren Jansen. She buries it home to put Oregon up 1-0. Then a couple minutes later, Pagels at it again. This time she finds Elise Boyd, who finds the back of the net. Panthers move on with a 5-0 win. So Oregon gets the winner of Sauk Prairie and Whitefish Bay. This one scoreless in the second half, and then the Blue Dukes struck. Lucia Englund snipes to the near post, would be the game-winning golden goal. Sauk Prairie falls in the D2 semis, 1-0 the final, and we have Jefferson playing for a Division II state baseball title right now, so we'll have highlights of that coming up at 10. So
busy day.
Pretty busy day.
Yeah, lots going on. We'll have updates at 10. Zach, thank you. To Dana.
Mother Nature's playing along for sports. Yes, you're welcome for the next few days. They should be pretty quiet and sunny outside. Temperatures close to 80 for afternoon highs on Friday, in the mid-70s on Saturday, and in the mid-80s for Father's Day on Sunday. So, again, really nice for this weekend. For the start of next week, mid to low 90s for afternoon highs. Heat index readings will yet again be in the mid to upper 90s. So it's going to be humid outside. And then some shower chances, a slight chance late Tuesday before we back off to the mid-80s for next week.
Dana, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.